This video is for Fitton termite and pest control, and it shows their configuration that they request to be created. So if they to download the file, basically I'm going to email it as an attachment. They would just open it. They'll notice that GraphPad appears as one of the options, and they won't actually see anything happen. They won't see this page on there, but what will happen is if they go to a new menu, or a new form, they'll see that they've got Fitton as one of their options, and it will give them this form. So actually just demonstrate. So if we create a blank background first and then load it, we'll see they'll get this form. If they go into text mode, they'll be able to edit their text and type values in, etc. It should tab between all their fields nicely. And as I discussed, there is the issue with the the checkboxes being a little bit small and hard to get. The way it stands right now is the center has to be inside that little box of your finger, and it's a little more challenging. So we might want to talk about increasing the size of those. And there is an issue, potential issue with it crashing, that I'm not even sure it's going to be an issue for them, but just be aware. The other aspect, if they go to the second page, so get a blank drawing page. It's going to be 8.5 by 11 portrait style. If they go into their libraries, they'll notice another library, Fitton symbols, was already brought up, and now they can drop those symbols onto the drawing. In text mode, it doesn't show up. That's a bug I need to fix. So I'll make a note to myself. But we can just drop those symbols in. Now they're based upon a font 20 size image. What they can do is if they want it smaller or larger, what they can do is they can go into edit these symbols. If they hit the edit button, they have the option of resizing it. So this actually shows the pixel size, and if they wanted, for example, to increase that, and we'll just make it something much bigger. Say, for example, well, let's make it like 60. It'll keep the aspect ratio, and this is just for the B. They save that. And now if they go in, I think they do have to reopen the library. It'll look the same, but it'll be twice as big. So they could go through and, for example, let me show this again. When they do the edit, they do have to make sure that they save it, but they have this button so they could toggle through and actually change this all very quickly. Now, these symbols will work with the tables, and so if we go down to a table and we grab this legend and we drop the legend in there, now as we drop these symbols into our drawing, we'll notice that it actually shows up with the text that they've requested. Now they could also create all these and then create a standardized image that they could just drop in there, or they can use this table on the drawing. Another aspect, now there is a limitation right now with the tables. They can only have one. But if they had a summary table, sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Have a summary table, and again go back into our Fitton symbols, excuse me. I believe these are countable symbols, and so it would count these up for them as well. So if they have any questions, or if you have any questions about how to work with this, then just give me a call and we'll kind of resolve that. You can also put in costing too if that makes sense, but I don't think in your particular case it does. But again, that shows the features of this library. Hopefully this is very close to what you guys are looking for, and I look forward to continuing to do business with you. Thank you very much.